Charles Hoskinson says Bitcoin is not decentralized. There was no Cardano ICO. And he also expressed his frustration over the SEC labeling ADA as a security and the top three 2025 Cardano price predictions to watch over. So, guys, we've got so much to talk about today. Make sure you stick on for the whole entire video. I'm your host, Amr. Let's not waste any more time and just jump right into it. So, firstly, we got this Reddit post coming in on the Cardano subreddit. Did I lose all my ADA? I had my ADA in a Yoroi wallet, about 10K. It was staked in a pool that doesn't look like it's not as active anymore. I haven't checked on the wallet for a couple of years. With my passphrase offline in an external HDD, I just now checked my account and it shows I'm still delegated to the pool I originally picked, but only shows a total of 21 ADA delegated and 21 total rewards. When I checked the stake key, it didn't show any of my original balance except the controlled total stake 21. So let's go into what some people had to say. So, firstly, I'm not even gonna try to say his name. His name was right there. Don't answer any direct messages due to scammers. When in doubt, always check your wallet on blockchain explorer such as cardanoscan.io. When it comes to blockchain, transaction history is a source of truth. If you have unknown transactions out of the wallet, then perhaps your wallet has been compromised. If your balance looks fine, then it's just an interface display issue. If the balance was never as high as 10K, then you have the wrong wallet. 2 years is a long time to not check the wallet. When it comes to staking, you should check your pool is still performing from time to time, and I agree. Sarcastic Impudent said, your wallet should list any transactions made, but that sucks. Hope it's not what it sounds like. And Jordy said, having used Yoroi, I'd probably use Eternal for rediscovery of your assets. Eternal can discover on its own the first 25 accounts of your wallet and search assets on them. Like someone alluded to, I would check the wallet addresses on Cardano Scan and not via your wallet, so you can discover a truth away from your wallet. Very, very solid point right there. And honestly, I agree with all these comments. I wanted to highlight this one because one, this comment right here, don't message any direct or don't direct message any scammers, right? Very valid, guys. Make sure you're keeping yourself safe. And then there's a couple tools I thought you guys might find useful, as in Cardano Scan and other ways to check the blockchain transaction history. So hopefully this person didn't lose their ADA. I'm gonna stay tuned on their Reddit account to see if they get it back or if it was some sort of UI display error or if they actually got scammed. Next, moving on, explain it to a fifth grader, Epoch 448. I have Epoch 448 in my wallet. What does this mean? So, Bit Impossible says this one, and he links to a certain specific token. We can take a quick look at it as well. So, right here, the Epoch ends. Is not moderated, not controlled, operated. But yeah, so he's talking about a specific token. Seems to have something to do with the twitter.com/epochs and xbase. They mint some news that happened to the last 5 days in Cardano as NFT, not according to which rules they are dropped to whom. Not traded on JP Story at all, so it's more of a gimmick. This would explain some things. I was expecting an NFT, so basically the goal for them was to do what? They have my wallet address. Should I be concerned? This was a trusted source, but now I'm confused as to what has happened and how to respond. Please advise as I'm trying to sort this information. Thanks for your time. Drew Ryan ended up responding saying, every epoch's end, they give an NFT to someone who was new to the space that episode. It's done for fun. I know a lot of the crew personally. I trust them with my wallet address far more than just about any NFT project. Most of them have been in the ecosystem for over 2 years, so if they're planning a long con, they're totally going about it the wrong way. So shout out. I just wanted to address this because, guys, when you have something, an NFT or any token like that in your account that's unfamiliar, guys, make sure you're safe about it. Don't click any links. Don't do anything like that. No foreign ways to, don't click anything that takes you out of your wallet. Don't even, mess with it too much. At the end of the day, if it's there are ways you can handle it. Just make sure you're not going through any links. I think this is a really good approach. If you're seeing something unsure, reach out to the community. Very positive. So many people in the community would be so welcoming to help you, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's in subreddit, or whether it's in our comment section below. Just let us know, guys. All right. Next, let's move on to some articles here. Well, that's not our article. This article right here from Charles Hoskinson saying that there was no Cardano ICO. Argues Bitcoin is not decentralized. So he criticizes the SEC, but that's not what we're going to be going into. So he went on to add that Bitcoin is not as decentralized as the SEC believes it to be. The reason is that over 51% of the hash rate can be controlled merely by subpoenaing the top three hash pools. In response, crypto influencer Adam Black stated that the reason behind Bitcoin not being secure is that it did it not to do an ICO, initial coin offering, he added. Bitcoin did not do an ICO. Most people thought it had no value. It was mined from zero. It is decentralized. There is no CEO, ICO, war chested, foundation, incorporation, etc. So Cardano, ETH, etc. clearly pass Huawei, Bitcoin is a commodity and does not. ICOs are a form of crowdfunding where cryptocurrencies are sold to investors in the form of tokens. The ICO boom of 2018 was one of the biggest driving factors of the bull run noted back then. Hoskinson replied to Adam's statement by saying that Cardano did not do an ICO, he noted. There was an airdrop onto distribution, and then thousands of people never met each other, traded ADA on exchanges, and used Cardano for the projects. A voucher sale of a different asset outside of the United States, priced in yen, settled in Bitcoin, explained in Japanese to Japanese citizens, and without a single U.S. participant, does not constitute an ICO of ADA. Technically, Cardano did conduct an ICO by utilizing a novel variation. As stated on Cardano's official website discussing the genesis of the chain, the ADA vouchers were sold by a Japanese corporation and its sales force in Japan with total gross sales of 108.8 thousand Bitcoin. The public sales distribution accounts for 25, is that million? No, that's billion, ADA, of which 2.4 billion were distributed to IOHK, the developer of Cardano. Thus, as long as the United States does not establish clear guidelines and regulations for the crypto industry, Charles Hoskinson and others will continue to criticize the SEC for its seemingly partial approach toward crypto assets. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. Let me know if you guys think Bitcoin is not decentralized because it did not have because it had an ICO. Very interesting, guys. Next, we got this article coming in. Cardano founder expresses frustration over SEC labeling ADA as a security. So let's hop in it. So during a recent live broadcast, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson reacted to the US SEC claims that ADA, the blockchain's native coin, is a security. So here's a tweet and the full interview. Or I don't know, is this an interview? Uh, well, a live broadcast. I don't know if it's an interview, but a live broadcast that he makes. You know, we all know Mr. Hoskinson likes to make these little videos, and I love it. There's always some valuable information in there. So let's get into it. So for context, the Securities and Exchange Commission labeled ADA as security in its lawsuit against a U.S.-based crypto exchange, Kraken. The development makes the third time the SEC has mentioned ADA among crypto assets deemed as a security. Aside from its case against Kraken, the SEC also listed ADA as a security in the lawsuit against Binance and Coinbase. Although the SEC has not signaled any intention to sue the team behind ADA, there are speculations that security regulators could consider taking the Cardano team to court. And yeah, very interesting. And this is kind of what the previous article was talking about, so I'm not going to go too deep into that. But yeah, guys, it's looking very strange. It looks like Cardano's are runner up to get the court case from SEC. Hopefully not, but with how it's been with Ripple and how much they're saying it's the security, I mean, 3 times is enough to really make the statement that they're trying to make. Hopefully ADA gets cleared from this, and hopefully litigations and rulings that come out from the Ripple case, if it goes positive for XRP, which we're all hoping for as well, will be a huge buffer and a safety net for ADA in the future. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Next, let's get into some Cardano price predictions for 2025. As the year is wrapping up, we got to start looking forward a little bit more long term. Anytime the year comes to an end, like November and late November and end of December, I always try to think about the next year and what I'm going to do, my plans, my future, my goals, and ADA is definitely one of them. It's definitely part of what I want to do in my life. So let's get into it. So, despite the recent correction of cryptocurrency market and the slight decline of Cardano's ADA's price, some analysts remain optimistic that the asset could explode to a new peak in the future. One example is the X user Lucid, who believes the coin has a chance to soar to $14. They base their theory on assumption that the global market capitalization could spike to $10 trillion, whereas ADA's market cap might hit $500 billion. Cardano's dominance is currently at 1% of the $1.4 trillion industry-wide market cap. A $10 trillion blockchain industry is only a matter of time. In addition, Lucid laid out another less bullish prediction, claiming that ADA could jump to $3 if its market cap hits $100 billion. It is worth noting that the former forecast seems a bit unrealistic, assuming that the current $13 billion market capitalization of Cardano's native cryptocurrency. So let's get into some of these top predictions. Other analysts who have previously touched upon ADA's potential future price include Dan Garbadillo, founder of Crypto Capital Venture and Theory Trading. The former thinks that the token could skyrocket to $11 shortly after the Bitcoin halving, scheduled for April next year, whereas its market capitalization could rise to an astonishing $400 billion. Fiery Trades was much more optimistic, envisioning ADA blast to $35 by 2025. Since the pattern has now been confirmed, we can take a look at the next bull market top, assuming that the bull market top will be somewhere in 2025 and that ADA will continue to follow this pattern. We can make the assumption that ADA will top somewhere about $35. Now, guys, this sounds like a lot of moon boy talk to me. I feel like every week we get these kind of articles or people are talking about it's going to $11, going to 25, going to 35, X, Y, and Z. I think, these are valid people who definitely have done research and definitely are good about their analytics and stuff like that. But also to a certain degree, guys, make sure you're being safe and cautious about there. Don't just buy because you're seeing all these things. Look into it yourself. See how many people are saying it. See why they're saying it, and seeing if you can recreate any of their analysis within your own tests. And I think that's a good way to be safe. Make sure you're cross-referencing and being safe out there, guys. But that's all we have for today's video. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It'd make me so happy and help me out so much. But until the next video, I hope you guys have a great day and good luck trading. See you on the next one, guys.